And I think Ibrahim now is going to complete retelling the story
Yes,
of Judy. Can you, Ibrahim?
yes. Now it's difficult for her to see buttons or uh, to buy any clothes with buttons.
Uh-huh. Bravo.
A year ago, one of her one colleague jacket, I decided uh, I will skip this part. When she has decided to visit a doctor, but she was embarrassed to say that that she has a phobia from buttons.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. It was really amazing. Now, who could complete knitting the
Uh,
story by
one
adding a
of
colleague's
her
jacket?
one of her friend uh, present her a jacket
Yes.
or
Do you remember
uh,
what she said, what Judy said? She said a year
Uh,
ago.
a
Uh-huh.
year ago at
yeah,
work, a
She has a
colleague,
panic attack.
one of his jacket had many buttons that she started having a panic attack
Ah,
at
yes, a
work.
button, exactly. A button came off a colleague's
The
jacket
button
at
came off.
work. Exactly.
mm, mm,
And she had, yes, she had a panic attack. Exactly. This is what happened to Judy. Thank you so much. Now I think we have to do the same with Given. Who could retell the
Okay,
story?
Me,
that's good.
me,
Who said me? Saria, is that you?
yes, I will try.
Yeah, you have to.
Yes, Gavin. His dad used to go fishing. He
Uh-huh.
didn't like watching him cleaning the fish by his sink, by the kitchen sink.
Uh-huh.
When he was 7, he started feeling phobia, or he started feeling afraid. Um, or he started
Being
when he was
scared.
hate to see her dad, and he was afraid to see his dad uh, come home
Yes.
and the
come home
cleaning.
with fish, with
Yes.
yes. Um, uh, mm, and uh, his the problem got worse and worse even when he grew uh, and he hate or uh, he was afraid even to see if his sight if he saw a fish in supermarket
Mm-hmm.
and a restaurant. He asked his wife never to eat fish. Uh, uh, and uh, شو صار هونيك كمان uh, when he go to the restaurant and see
When he, uh-huh.
oyster eat fish and he had a panic attack and I هون مين بيساعدني هون نسيت and he
Uh,
can't eat fish يعني at a restaurant only he eats hamburger bars.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, okay. He
he's
started to see a therapist, but he hasn't succeeded in يعني and cure himself and
Conquering. Ah, conquering.
conquering. Yes.
Problem, yes, or phobia, exactly. Thank you so much, Saria. Guys, be careful, please. If you are telling a story, be careful of mixing the simple past and simple present if you want to retell the events. Okay?
Mm.
Yes. Okay, so this is a really big mistake. Okay, thank you so much again, Sari. Now we still have the story of Melissa. Who could retell this story?
I can, me.
If you can, Rashid, please start.
But doctor, just before I start, I have a small question.
Yes,
You said that there was a major mistake many people do when we were talking about Gavin. What was it?
which is mixing the simple past with the present if talking about the events. Okay,
Mixing simple past with present perfect?
exactly. For example, if you want to say he go to the restaurant just to eat fish, and he was afraid of the fish or something like that. Because we have was and we have go. Was and go. Go is in the simple present tense, and was
No,
is
simple
this.
past.
Exactly. This is a big mistake. Be careful, especially if you are retelling the events.
Yes.
Okay. The
There
events,
is
if you want to tell the story, the events should be in the simple past. But absolutely, if there is a certain event happened before the event that you are talking about, you have to use the past perfect. If there is an event or an action still continue, you have to use the past
when we use
continuous.
the present perfect. When we use the present perfect.
Present perfect if there is an action before the action that you are talking about in the past, Rashid.
يعني if the action that is in the present perfect happened before the action in the simple past.
Exactly. Okay. For example,
Oh,
maybe I want to ask you, Rashid, to tell me a story or something or an occasion you had to wait for someone, maybe for a long period of time, and that someone didn't appear. You
yes,
want now to tell me the story and to describe the action or the event that happened. You were angry and you were upset, you were screaming or something like that. Now, if you want to tell me the reason why your friend was really late, you have to use this past perfect. For example, he had waken up late.
yes.
Okay?
Because he
Why?
still had his phone.
Exactly.
Um,
So all the time, if you want to mention an action, this action happened before the action that you are talking about, which is already in the past, you have to use past perfect. And maybe you want to talk about two actions are happening at the same time, maybe in the past. Use the past continuous. Maybe a certain action finished and another action is still continue. You have to use past
yes.
continuous. Okay?
Um,
Maybe the effect is still now to the present time. You have to use the present perfect because notice
yes.
that Gavin said hasn't succeeded. And now he still have the effect of this phobia. So this is why he used the present perfect.
Because,
Please be
because
careful.
it's still in motion, because the action hasn't gone
Succeeded
away.
yet. If he succeeded, he should use the simple past because now he is okay, as if nothing happened and the problem is
Mm.
finished.
Oh, so we use the simple, so we use the present perfect when an action is still in motion before the action before the main action.
Rashid, if you mean the affects still,
Or
or
the,
maybe
or the result.
exactly, okay?
Yes, yes, I understood what you mean.
It's
But
like the different
when do we use the past continuous?
past continuous if the action is still continue in the past about the time you are talking about,
So
okay?
if I'm
For
talking about something in the present,
uh, for
but
example,
it
for
started
example,
in the past and it's continuing in the present, so I use the past continuous.
not continuing in the present, you are talking about the past. Everything is in the past and finished in the past. There is no effect to the present time, Rashid.
So the present time is when you are healed.
Now, you are talking about now.
Yes, but in the past, when you were affected by this phobia, that's why
E-
we use all the past tenses: present perfect, past continuous, past simple
Exactly.
past.
Yes. So you, you have to arrange the events correctly for your story to be totally correct and to be totally
Yes.
understood.
I,
Yes.
I made more
Some
than one
mistakes,
mistake.
yes.
Yes, in the fences. I know it.
Exactly. Be careful, Sari.
Yeah.
As I told you, according to me, this is I don't forgive this mistake.
This
Please
is
forgive me. It's your okay.
Okay, this is one exception. Okay. Now I'm talking about the students at school, Saria, because they have narrative essay, and I think Rashid understands what I'm talking about.
yes, I took it at the
Yeah,
beginning.
narrative is about telling a story.
Yes, yes, but
Yes.
I was focusing to remember the actions
This is the
About
happened.
challenge. This is the
Yes,
challenge, Saria. The
uh,
challenge is to think about tenses, to think about the grammar, to think about how to arrange events, how to
spelling
create a suitable
vocabulary.
story. It's not, yes, I know that it is not easy, but you have to be careful, by the way, okay?
yes, yes. I was focusing to remember the actions happened
Yes,
or
I know what is
the
going on. Okay. Now I think Rashid is going to retell the story of Melissa.
Yes.
Yes, can you please?
Okay. Since she was 5, she was trying to blow up a balloon, but it unfortunately popped in her face. She can remember she can she can remember the rubber touching her face. Her friends enjoy her friends you her Her friends enjoy chasing her around with a balloon, thinking it's fun to see her cry. Last time, she had a panic attack and they refused to call the teacher. She had difficulty in breathing, and the worst thing was that every time she wanted to go to parties, she she couldn't. She asked them not to have balloons in the party. The worst, the worst thing was even on TV, she couldn't view the sight of balloons since she starts to shake violently.
Thank you so much, Rashid. It was really amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so this is about these three people, and this is about phobias. We still
Yes.
have a
Did
few
I make
minutes.
any mistakes?
Huh? No, it
Did
was
I
really
make,
amazing.
I didn't make any mistakes in the tenses.
Wait, wait. Not intenses, no, but sometimes the mistakes are in verb patterns.
Gerund or infinitive.
Bravo, exactly.
Because
Okay.
I need to rewatch the
You
explanation
need
I
to
did.
practice, and I promise you to practice little more.
Yes.
By the way, wait. I have a suggestion, Rashid, because we have a few minutes. Now,
Yes.
these stories about these three people are really fully written
Yes.
on this page, which is, I think, yes, this is it, 127. Let's try to look at the full stories, and we have to underline the examples that
Mhm.
I used
The
in verb
verb
patterns.
patterns.
So let me scroll down to the page of 127.
I do not
Let's.
think we have much time left
This is
do all
what.
of that.
What did you say, Rashid?
I said I do not think we have much time to underline all the verb patterns.
Let's try to be fast. Okay. Now, guys, this is the story about Judy. Can you please read it fast and underline the verb patterns?
Yes.
You can maximize.
Yes, I
It
can
is
zoom
very
it.
simple.
Then maybe
Yes,
the writing isn't going to be clear, but this is the best I can do.
Yes.
yes, it's good.
We will underline from all the paragraphs.
This is it. This is the story of Judy, Rashid. Can you see it?
But will we underline from Gavin and
Ver-
Melissa?
Yes, we will, but let's start with Judy.
Yes.
haven't you found
Can
some?
you say I was staying
I was
as
st I was
I was
staying.
staying as gerund?
Okay, let me help you.
Yes,
Here we have she asked me, not going,
To
she asked me to go.
yes.
This is
positive.
number one. Number two, I
I was
started screaming, not to scream.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Can you
And,
I wanted
complete?
to figure
and
out where was
finally,
the gerund and what
managed
is the
to calm.
infinitive.
Ah, bravo. Managed to calm, not calming. Bravo.
Yes. Can't we
Okay.
say I
Made
was
me
staying?
feel. Made
I
me
was
Make
feel.
me feel.
Made me
Made me feel.
feel. Bravo. That's really amazing. With make, we have to use the verb zero. Yes. Okay.
I
I
tried to
try to
find.
find.
To find.
say I
Bravo. I
was
try
staying.
to find, not I try finding. Okay.
Of colleagues jacket at work.
I've decided to see.
Bravo. I have decided to see. Exactly, not seeing. Finally,
I'm
Embarrassing is to
embarrassed to
say.
say.
bravo. Embarrassed to say, not embarrassing. So these are some examples about verb patterns. Now
Can you consider it's difficult for me to buy?
yes, exactly. It's difficult to buy, not buying. Yes, Ibrahim.
Yes,
Yes, this is it. It's difficult to buy,
To
not
buy.
buying.
to buy.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. Thank you so much.
don't forget.
Okay, so I think now we have to scroll up to the story of given. Now, can you show me some examples about verb patterns?
Used to go
Used to
fishing.
go. I loved it. Used to.
Okay.
Not used
Accidentally.
going
I
or
didn't
used to.
like watching.
Like
Watching.
watching.
Aha, like
Like
watching,
watching.
not to watch. Bravo.
I
Wait.
started feeling.
Aha, I started feeling, not
Started
I
to
started to feel. Bravo, Brahim.
I saw
I
him
saw him
coming.
coming.
Aha, I saw him coming, not I see him to come.
To stop catching.
She
To s-
had.
stop
to stop.
catching, not stop to catch. I loved it.
Mm.
Got worse and worse. I couldn't go into supermarket
I
also.
started going.
Made me
Aha, I started
Made
feel.
going,
me
not I
feel.
started to
Made me
go.
feel.
Made me
I
feel
had to
sick.
ask.
I said,
I
bravo.
had
I
Ask
had
never
to
to,
ask.
to eat.
to eat.
Never to eat.
Exactly. Made me feel exactly.
Made me feel sick.
I saw someone eating.
I saw someone eating. Bravo.
Started to see. I've started to see.
Bravo. Started to see. This is it. And I saw someone eating, not to eat.
Eating.
Exactly.
And I haven't
Go
succeeded
to.
in conquering.
Exactly. We have succeeded in, and notice that after succeeded in, we have to not use any preposition. Exactly. I cannot say succeeded in to conquer. I have to say in gerund. This is fixed all the time. Thank you so much. This is about given. Now let's scroll down to Melissa. Can you find some examples?
Was
No.
trying to
I
blow.
Bravo.
I
Trying
was trying
to
to blow.
Doctor,
blow.
And
we
pooping. It
we
poop.
managed to reach Melissa.
No, I was trying to blow, to blow.
Exactly. Not
Doctor,
blowing.
I can remember feeling.
Bravo. I remember feeling, not to feel.
doctor,
Exactly. Yes,
They
Rashid.
enjoyed chasing.
we
Aha,
managed to reach
enjoy
Boy
chase.
Melissa.
chasing.
What is it?
We
It's
have
fun to
managed to
see me
reach
cry.
Aha,
See,
fun
to
to
see me,
see me,
to
not
see
fun
me.
seeing me crying.
but
Okay.
doctor, I have a question.
Yes, Rashid.
Number one, Jody,
Not to believe.
can we say as a verb pattern I was staying or was staying or it does not work?
Was staying is past
Past participle.
continuous.
Past continuous.
Yes.
Oh, but how do I
Only
know
They,
what is the verb?
they refuse to believe.
Ah, refuse to believe, not refuse
yeah.
believing.
Doctor, I
Okay.
have a question.
Yes, Rashid, I can hear you.
How can I differentiate between a gerund and an infinitive or a normal verb?
You have to figure out the tense. If it is past continuous, for example,
But when
Um,
you told me I was staying, you told me it was past continuous, and it is wrong.
yeah,
That's wrong.
Rashid, notice that I was staying was is verb to be. We are not talking about verb to be. We are talking about main verbs like go, run, sleep, dare, watch,
Oh, so
focus.
when I want to say a verb pattern, I only say staying, or it does not work.
Staying. But what about the verb before staying? For example, decide. I
Oh,
decided staying. Yes. I
oh,
decided to stay. Yes. Be careful. This is about main verbs, not verb to be, not verb to have, not modals.
so there can't be verb to be or verb to have.
No, it cannot.
So gerund and infinitive only concentrates on main verbs.
Main verbs only. If you remember,
Yes,
I showed you the verbs like enjoy, love, hate, forget,
yes, yes.
remember, stop. Okay?
Like and like.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I remember.
Exactly. So, isn't it? And here I think,
I have to ask,
bravo, to
to
ask
ask.
him to have.
I
Not,
can't imagine
uh-huh,
ever blowing.
exactly. I can't imagine blowing not to blow.
I can't even look.
And I start to shake, not I started
I
shaking.
want to see.
Uh-huh,
Does
I
it
want
work?
to see, not I want seeing. What is it, Ibrahim?
I
I have
can't
to.
even look.
No,
Doesn't
I
work.
What?
need to.
no.
What
Again,
does
we
It
it
are
is
work?
talking,
weird. I have
guys,
to
What does
translate
it
normal
even
to.
does it
yeah.
work?
Notice that ask is a main verb. Refuse is a main verb.
Yes.
Chase is enjoy is a main verb. Remember is a main verb. Try is a main verb. What else? Imagine
I
is a
can't.
Imagine.
main verb. Want
Yes.
is a main verb.
Start.
Start is a main verb.
But
Okay.
can't we say I can't even look at them?
No.
Why doesn't it work?
Because can is modal, and all the time, Rashid, after modal, we have to use verb zero. You cannot say, I can't looking at you. It's wrong.
Mm. So it does not because it's verb zero.
Because all the time after modals, you have to use verb zero. You have to use infinitive, I mean.
But when I say I can remember, it is considered as a verb pattern. So what is the difference between I can't even look and I can remember?
What after remember?
It's a modal verb.
What after can?
Gerund. After
Gerund.
remember,
Ah,
gerund.
after can we have what? We have main verb. And here what after
Mm.
can? Look, main
Uh,
verb.
no.
Yes, main verb. Wait. Now after
It's
this main verb, we have what? To use gerund or
Gerund.
infinitive. Here, do we have any gerund or infinitive?
No.
no.
I don't.
So it depends on the main verb and what's after the main verb.
Exactly, which is you have to use gerund or infinitive. To verb zero
Oh,
or verb ing.
yes, yes,
Okay?
yes,
I
yes,
started. You started what? To feel okay, or you started feeling okay.
yes,
Okay? I tried. You tried what? You tried sleeping early, or you tried to sleep early.
yes, yes. Now
Okay?
I understand.
So this is it. These are guys examples about verb patterns. If you remember, guys, previously I told you if you want to net a good and professional story, you have to use the correct tense. Now, the second thing you have to be careful of is to use the correct verb pattern, or you will destroy your story. There is
Yes,
something in the story which is plot. Do you know the meaning of plot?
Yes,
yes,
like a story
Knitting the
or
story, exactly. Now, if
mm,
you want to make a correct plot, you have to follow two things. One, using the correct tense for not leading to misunderstanding. And you have to follow the correct verb pattern just to understand you. If you are talking about the present, if you are talking about the past, maybe the future.
yes.
Okay?
can you show us the second paragraph to make a
About a
screenshot?
given.
Yeah,
This is it.
thank you.
So I think, guys, it's enough for today. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Well, guys, the exercise about phobias hasn't finished yet. We still have a few questions I need to ask. Then absolutely we can start talking about something new. So if you have any questions, you can ask
No,
me.
Well, thank you.
no, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. And I have
Thank
to wish
you.
a good night for
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Excellent night.
Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Bye bye bye
Have
bye.
a nice
Bye-bye.
night. Have a